Do you often find yourself worrying and obsessing over certain past interaction, feeling guilty or feeling unfair, and you keep obsessing over it? Here are two simple ideas for you to help you overcome overthinking in social situation. One is to apply the three-layer model to analyze any situation. And second is to embrace your own imperfection. So first, what is a three-layer model? Whenever you interact with someone in your daily life, and if they are upset with you or they appear unfriendly to you, the first step before you coming into blaming yourself or blaming the other person is to take a step back and apply logically three layers. So situational, personal, and personality and temperaments. Situational means, are there other situational factors such as being stressed out, things that are unrelated to you, things that make them unhappy in the moment that have nothing to do with you? Personal is a bit more long term. Are they new to the company? Are they new to the position? Maybe if they're new to the position, there are more answers as compared to someone who is more senior. Maybe what is their background? Maybe they come from a different culture and they have a different understanding about the issue. Maybe the last thing that a lot of people miss out is personality and temperaments. Things like being an introvert to extrovert. These are long-term pattern of behaviors across people that are very real, and that I cover more in my course and on my website. So if someone will appear unfriendly to you when you first meet them, maybe they're just being an introvert. They need time to warm up. Or if someone appears rude and critical, maybe they're naturally a strong thinker, a strong logical person, and it has nothing personal to do with you. So three layers for you to think objectively, and maybe you don't have all the information about that person, especially personal factor or even personality, but at least instead of blaming yourself now you have a more robust way to understand the situation and then think critically. Oh, 100%, how many percent of that is really your fault and that you should have done differently? So after you have distilled how much is actually your fault, how much you should have done differently in that particular social situation, then we come to the second idea, which is to embrace your imperfection. What does being imperfect mean to you? A lot of people have this idea that they have to be perfect every time in every single social interaction. That is not realistic. And that put a tremendous amount of social anxiety on you every time. We are all learning and growing. That is a growth mindset. Even some of the most senior people, they don't have everything figured out. And there's no such thing as a perfect social situation. We all learn as we go along and we reflect on our past mistake. As long as we learn from it and we don't ignore our mistake, that's fine, that's good enough. And you have applied the three-layer model to analyze the other person. Why don't you apply it to yourself to understand and empathize with yourself? There are three layers to your behavior, to your mistake as well. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you are stressed out. Maybe your spouse or your children does something. Or maybe you're just not your best self today. Have some empathy for yourself. And then you realize that, okay, things are not too bad. There's only so much you should be worried and be feeling guilty about. So I hope that with these two simple ideas, you will be more confident and more secure in your next social interactions.